In this video, I'm going to show you how you can sell your own AI calling SaaS. You could do this as a complete beginner with no skills on how to build out a software. And you could even sell this for monthly recurring revenue to your clients. So if you don't know what an AI caller is, an AI caller is basically an AI model that is built on top of ChatGPT and these different large language models. And they're able to actually speak with people. So people deploy these to their businesses to qualify leads, schedule sales calls, do follow-ups, all these different things that humans can do. Now AI could actually do these themselves. So the reason we have an AI calling SaaS and software is so we could actually sell this to other businesses or to other people so they could build these out themselves. So first of all, if you don't know what white labeling is, it's essentially taking an existing software and throwing our own branding on it and selling it to other businesses. So basically we have a subscription to this software. We could throw on our logo, throw on our custom domain on our website. So that way it looks like it's actually our software, and then go ahead and sell it to other people. So a good example of this is Go High Level. It's a customer service, or it's a CRM, and people actually white label it, brand it as their own, and sell it to businesses, and people don't even know it's actually Go High Level. So that's what we're gonna do for the AI calling SaaS, and we're gonna be using Synthflow to build this out. All right, we are now on Synthflow's website. Let's go ahead and look at this. So you can get an overview of what it is, and then we'll dive into me actually building this out and going over a demo of how to use the software and sell it as your own. So right here, first, human-like conversational AI voice assistants. Obviously, we are going to be able to book, we're going to be able to build AI voice assistants that could handle outbound calls, answer inbound calls, and schedule appointments 24/7 with no coding required. That is why this is such a great platform and why I personally use it with no coding experience or no coding background. So assistant teams, we could automate an entire team, customer support, sales, and more. So assistant teams let you build powerful AI voice assistants tailored for your business needs, deploy them quickly using our no-code platform, and automate your customer interactions. So I'm going to show you kind of a little demo of how we can actually build out assistant teams. I've already made some videos on that. Maybe I'll link those. Deploy voice assistants with our native workflow builder. So we could actually connect and integrate different softwares in different applications with our AI voice callers. So not only can these AIs make these calls, but we could have these things on the back end where once a form is triggered, it sends a call. After the call, we have automations within inside of our systems that we can actually build out. And we do this using no-code solutions, which Synthflow actually provides. You could see this, once a call is received, it could then send an email. That's just an example there. So obviously human-like voice assistants, you are all-in-one solution for building conversational AI assistants. Put your calls on autopilot. Obviously that's the point of this, to be able to build out AI voice calling assistants that can automate different conversations that humans or employees would usually have to do, or sales reps, and now that can be done with AI. And so we are going to be using this platform to do it, and we're going to be using this to resell. So this is going to be the software we're reselling. We're just going to throw our branding on it, create our own packaging with whatever pricing we wish, and then we can then go ahead and sell this and license it to our clients. Now I'm actually inside of my Synthflow account. So go ahead, sign up, do what you need to do to sign up for Synthflow. And now here is, again, inside of my account. So I'm gonna go over the different tabs here and what all these different things do, maybe test out some things and then go from there, show you how you can white label this. So first thing I want to mention is you could see here, this would usually say Synthflow right here up in the top left corner. Instead, it now says AI Accelerator, which is the name of my agency. So this is my brand that I've actually thrown on here. So when I give clients license or access to my my sub account, they're basically going to see AI Accelerator here. So I could say, hey, I built out this own custom software with my agency, AI Accelerator, and it looks like it is something I personally built out with my branding. So first off, we have the tab. It is called Assistants. This is where we're actually going to be building out our voice assistants. You could see here, there's the prompting, all of these different custom actions we could build out, call transferring, real-time booking. We'll dive into this more, but this is where we build out the assistants. That's where the magic happens. Second of all, we have knowledge base here. So this is where we can actually go ahead and add knowledge bases so for our AI calling assistants to utilize. So whether that is pricing plans or employee training documents, all of these different things we want our AIs to be able to have as the brain, so to say, that is where we throw this. So you can see here for a dental, for one of my dental clients, we actually added payment options. So that way, when anybody asks about payment, it just pulls directly from the knowledge base to be able to give the correct answer. Custom actions, This is where we could actually do function calling. So we could actually call information from other applications. So let's take an example. If we had a weather bot, like an AI calling bot that you could ask any weather related questions, we could pull information from an API, which is basically another website that reads weather, and then it takes that information from there, sends it back to the AI caller, and then it's able to respond. So we have multiple different use cases for this. We could connect this to any application that has API access. Again, like you can see here, there's a Go High Level one. So we could actually pull information from different users' Go High Level accounts. So if you have a lead in there, you could like basically get the information, all the information from this client or this lead inside of Go High Level based on that API function call that we're able to do inside of this software. Workflows, this is basically like a native Zapier application. So let me show you a quick example of this. Give it a second to load. So here you could have certain triggers, and then once a trigger happens, you could create different actions. So we could delete this. So say once there's a webhook that is sent, we could come in here and we could send a campaign via Active Campaign or something. Connect all these different applications. There's hundreds of different applications we connect. So that is something that our clients will actually be able to utilize when we sell them our software. Contacts. This is a cool little feature that they've added. It's kind of like our own native CRM. We could import all of our contacts and then kind of deploy these AI callers at scale via this contact list. Integrations, these are the different integrations we could actually have. So Twilio, we could use Twilio to actually build out a phone number to connect with our AI voice calling assistant. There's 11 Labs. If you don't know what that is essentially an AI voice platform. So the infrastructure behind the AI voice. So we could actually test out different voices and customize them and add them to our callers. And that way we have more options that Synthflow doesn't necessarily provide. So that is cool. We could get really custom with that. There's Zapier, kind of like what I was just showing you. We could build automations with that, tying different applications together. Connect with Go High Level, extremely easy. A lot of our clients are with Go High Level. It integrates very nicely with that CRM. We can connect Stripe, Bubble, Make, all these different applications here are very easily to integrate. So, and then, let's move on to kind of how we could actually white label this and sell it as our own. So before we move on to this video, if you are an agency owner or if you're looking to white label your services and have other people provide services that you sell to your clients, this is going to be a perfect segue into a service and software that might be beneficial to you. With that being said, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Meet Vendasta, the all-in-one software platform for agencies. With Vendasta, you are equipped with all the tools you need to market, sell, bill, and fulfill services for your clients. Give your clients a white label app filled with essential solutions every businesses need, including a CRM, social media management, local SEO, and reputation management. Meanwhile, their automated reporting tools give them peace of mind about their return on investment, while your agency bills them a subscription that gets deposited to your bank account. My favorite feature is their extensive marketplace to build tailored packages for your clients, featuring best of breed products from companies like Google and Meta. So if you are an agency owner and you are looking for different ways to provide different solutions to your clients, maybe Vendasta is exactly what you are looking for. Look at the link in the description to join for a 14-day free trial with Vendasta. All right, let's come in now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can actually create subscriptions for reselling the software. So these are subscriptions that your clients can sign up for. You can get paid on a monthly recurring basis and is all connected through your Stripe account. So let's come here. Let's go to agency. We're going to go to pricing. And we want to come and click create pricing plan. So we could call this whatever. For this use case, let's do like multiple different tiers here. So let's say starter plan. So this is going to be for agency owners just getting started. We could choose however many minutes that we want to allow. For this use case, let's just say 100 minutes. So using this plan here, you will only get 100 minutes. If you need more than that, you'll need to pay for the minutes, as we can actually charge more for. So let's say the starting plan, let's put this at maybe like $497. And now let's do $297 for the starter plan. Price per minute. So the Synthflow price per minute is 15 cents. However, you could charge on top of that. So if you want to make 10 cents per minute, you could then go here and click 25 cents per minute. This right here, this 25 cents per minute is what the user, your client, is going to be charged per minute, and then you could net 10 cents here. So if you're doing this at scale, this can really add up. So there we are. And then let's $297. There we go. And then click next. So we can do whichever we want here. We can allow whatever type of assistance we want. If we only want to allow inbound, for example, we could just add inbound. And so this creates great upsell opportunities, because if the users want to use outbound or batch or widgets for their assistance, we can upcharge for that and make them sign up for the higher priced pricing plan. So let's start right here. Let's just do a inbound. You could actually sell them assistants that you have built out, which is really cool. So you can see these are all different types of AI assistants I've built out on my account, like for our clients and for myself. So we can go ahead and sell any of these. We're not going to do that for this use case, but that is also an option. That is another cool feature. So assistant teams. This is essentially the feature where we could create multiple assistants and they could work together. So we could essentially have them hand off if there's different kind of, say there's a dentist office and there's an east side and a west side location. We could have one separate receptionist for each. And if somebody inquiries to the east side, calls them, and they want to speak with the west side, it'll automatically direct them to the west side. So that is what an assistant team is. We can add however many number of assistants teams we want to add here. Let's just leave this as one assistant. So we're going to do one assistant and then one assistant team, one automation workflow, just to give people a taste of what we could do. And then, again, that creates upsell opportunities. So let's click finish. Make sure this pricing plan is ready. Create. There we go. So we now have the starter plan. Let's come back here. You can see there is the $297 per month, and then that is 25 cents per minute on top of that. So let's create another pricing plan. We're going to call this an agency plan for agencies with multiple clients. And we're going to allow 500 minutes here. And for this, again, we're going to let's do 20 cents per minute. So they could get a 5 cent per minute kind of savings. Plan price, let's do $297 was the last one. So let's do $597. Move on. Number of assistants, let's allow 3 here. Let's allow inbound, outbound. Move on. We could do 3 assistant teams. Next, let's do 3 automation workflows, which is essentially the basically native Zapier app. So you could actually create automations off the back end of these callers. And boom, now we created that account. And now you can see we have the starter plan, we have the agency plan, and then let's create one more. We're going to call this enterprise plan. And this is going to be for large agencies that have multiple clients. And we could put whatever we want here. Now, let's just say for large agencies. And then this will be 1,000 minutes. We could even change this to whatever you want, 5,000 minutes, whatever. But let's just do 1,000 for this example. So next, pricing plan. And for this one, let's do $9.97. Your price per minute, let's do like 17 cents per minute here. So we're only making a 2 cent per minute profit. However, at least you're making something on top of that. But it gives them the best price because they are paying us the most money up front per month. So there we go. We need to delete this there. All right, move on. And let's just allow all of these max number of assistants. Let's do 10 assists, or let's do 5 assistants. Max number of teams, 5 teams, 5 automations. Now let's set that one to go. And then let's come back here. So now we have the $297 starter plan. We have the $597 agency plan and a $997 enterprise plan. And you can see here, these are the cost per minute that we're actually going to be charging. Let's go ahead and move on now. Now we are actually inside of the sub account. So you can see this is the pizza parlor. This is the sub account of the client, what they would actually see. So you can see here, this button is grayed out because they're actually not currently subscribed to any of the pricing plans. So if they want to subscribe, they would come here down to settings, they'd come to plan and billing, and then you'd click subscribe. And this is going to take you to a separate Stripe checkout link. And you can see here, it is going to say everything that that we need to know. So starter plan for agency owners just getting started, billed monthly, $297. And essentially they would just need to add their card information, right, as you could see here, and then once they pay, that card is on file for to be charged monthly and to get access to the software. So now that we have most of the basics set up for how to actually white label this platform and set up subscriptions, all that sort of stuff for your clients, let's go into kind of the finer details, just some little things I want to touch on before we actually finish this video. So first of all, we could come down to, so this is our main kind of workspace. This is what we see. This isn't the white labeled version. So come down to agency. We could then come to visibility, and we can go ahead and show all these different things we want visible in our sub accounts. So if we want to, we can, take these away. So like, for example, it will not show the, being able to configure the assistants, because sometimes when you have somebody signed up, maybe you have them set up so it's a done for you setup. So you want to go in and actually build out these AI assistants, and you don't want them to have access to be able to build them out themselves. So if you want to do that, you could click configure and make sure to toggle this off. You can see then it wouldn't be there. If you don't want them to access the prompts, you could turn that off. If you don't want them to be able to deploy things, you could turn that off. If you literally just want them to have access to the dashboard and to the calls so they could see all the different calls that go through, that is a possibility. But I'm going to add all of these because for me, I would like my clients to be able to touch those if they want to. Just know it's an option to toggle that off if you are offering a done-for-you service for your clients. All right, now we are inside of our pizza parlor sub account that we actually went ahead and created. So what we could do now is, you can see we can come into the assistance tab here. This is where we would, if we were our client, this is where we'd be making our assistants. So you can see here, we could either start from scratch or build an inbound receptionist. It kind of already prompts us with this. So it makes it really simple for us to actually go ahead and build these out. So company, you can see there are these 6 different steps here that is going to walk us through to make setting this up extremely easy for our clients using our software. So the easier it is for our clients or our users to use and build these AI assistants on our software, the easier it is, because then the less questions you get yourself. So right here, just let's do an example. Let's use Apple. Let's say we're making this for the company Apple. It's going to scan the website, and now your assistant now knows about your company. So custom greeting. Hey there. This is Jason, your Apple assistant. How may I help you? Boom. So let's move on. We could then add a knowledge base. We don't need to do this now. Let's skip that. But if we had some documents we want to preload as a knowledge base, we could then add that, and it will then have that information inside of our assistant. Next, it's going to prompt us to the phone number. So we could either bring numbers from Twilio. If we already have a Twilio, you can see we can add our account SID to make it easy to integrate via your Twilio, or you could buy a number via Synthflow, and you can see it's prompting us with these different things here. We could continue if we want to buy that, all that stuff. Let's just go ahead and move on here. We're not going to set all this up now, but you can see how we could do this. Install your actions. So add features to make your assistant a true receptionist. So we could do real-time booking, call transferring, post-call extract. Let's just play around with this so you guys could see again. So we could link our API keys for cal.com and high level in order to have our AI assistant book meetings. Call transfer, we could then transfer our calls to a certain phone number, and we could specify when we want this transfer to take place. So for example, if the user wants to talk to the manager or the business owner, we could then transfer it to this number here. We're not going to set that up now. Post call extract. So we can then, extract any information we want and then send a webhook or just store that information with inside of our software. That is awesome. We might go over this later, but let's move on again. Connect to your CRM. So we can then, connect it to go high level, HubSpot soon, or we could directly use AI Accelerator, which is our software here, as our, our CRM, since we have that contact tab over here. Next, let's move on, test your AI assistant. So then we could then play around with our AI assistant, finish it. And then from there, this is kind of the dashboard that we have. So we're able to see the different calls that come through, the minutes used, average call duration. You can see the different actions that take place. And then analysis, we could see right here, which is really cool. This is going to be data filled, so we could see how our AI assistants are working. We have the configure tab where we could actually go ahead and program our assistant. We have the prompt, as you can see here, deployment, calls, all this sort of stuff. So this right here is what our clients are going to be able to see when they log into their account. This is AI Accelerator. It's branded to our agency. You could come down here to our knowledge bases, add those. We could add different custom actions. We could build out different workflows here. For example, let's just play around with this. Let's just say test. So we can make a call once a trigger happens. Boom. So let's say somebody, there's a table filled out on Airtable, then it will make a phone call. And then from there, we could go Google Sheets, store that information in a Google spreadsheet. We could do all of this natively inside of our software. So yeah, there we go. I want to show you just a brief intro into what it looks like for your client to actually play around with our custom software here. So there we have it. Now we have access to being able to white label and sell our own AI calling software to our clients or our agency. This is a great way to charge monthly recurring revenue. You could charge as much as you would like for this software, as you could see in our pricing plans we created. So if you guys got value from this video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this, and sign up with Synthflow below. There is a link in the description. With that being said, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next video.